And we must be in heaven because we now at episode 7.
Whoa.
That was bad.
The
That was
freestyling
bad.
Trini. Okay, Eminem.
Yeah,
Okay, 8 Mile.
I just thought about that. I just thought about that just as we hit record. So
that was bad.
welcome again to Offside Outta Bounds. As we said, this is episode number 7. I'm here with my boy Trini Kool. What up, Trini Kool?
Um, remember what I said last time for the last international break and why I hate the international break? Injuries.
Oh yeah, you lost some.
We're back.
Oh,
We're,
we have some
we're
problems
back
too,
again.
man. We have some
I
problems
hate
too.
international break so much.
Yeah,
I did
I
hear
think
about
we-
somebody who hurt themselves. So they jacked up their ankle. I did. ESPN covered that.
A bunch of persons from Barcelona jacked up
Actually,
there everywhere on the
no,
body.
you be talking about Langdon Donovan, not Langdon Donovan. Not so what's his name again? Yankee Boy.
Lewandowski.
No, America.
Oh.
My name Long D. American footballer, man. He plays for AC Milan.
Tim Howard.
Again, look,
Tim Howard.
fuck.
Oh, Pulisic.
Oh, dude. I paused for the man who said Tim Howard.
You said American.
Tim Howard has been retired for how many years?
I don't know. He's like 50.
He didn't
I got the
play.
same
Don't worry. Yeah, Pulisic injured. I think that's what ESPN would talk about.
Okay.
Pulisic was injured. So we have that. Injuries, Kanate out. Well, I don't know. I think he came off. I don't know how bad it is with him. We'll know on Friday probably. Gravenberg came off for that injury too. Well, we lost Allison before.
Yeah,
international
before.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know. Odegaard out for Arsenal. He's out. too.
Yeah. He out for a while.
Guys
He
out.
out for a while.
I think City lost somebody too.
I didn't see any news with them.
Yeah. So international.
You have about
break-
9 players out right now.
Oh shit.
You have about
That's a
9
whole-
players out right
That's
now.
the whole team. That's your whole team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's
I
coming
mean,
in? Who's coming in?
And you
varying levels of injury. Some probably like just almost back out. But in terms of like right now, yeah, about 9 persons injured.
How
Some
much-
longer than others.
How much out for Classico?
At least at least 3 of them for sure. Another 3 doubtful. So yeah, for sure, Joan Garcia out. Lewandowski out.
Lewandowski out.
Rafinha could possibly be out. I think Lamine Yamal should be back.
Isn't this guy out too? Blonde head.
Who,
Daniel
from
Olmo?
us? Daniel Olmo. I think
He out
he
too.
might be doubtful. He might be doubtful for the Clasico, but
Wow.
yeah, it's just a bunch of injuries. Some people now coming back. Some people head out.
You know, it's like in football, Lamar.
Mm.
Who got next? Who's up next?
Next man
Who's
up.
up? Next man up. Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Well, with 9 of your people down, you got to look at the bench and be like, what
And
we doing here?
I didn't reintroduce Yankee Boy. What's up?
What's up? I'm in therapy. I'm in mourning. I'm grieving. It's been a rough week.
For who? For who?
It's been a rough week for my Yankees. If you didn't know, well, if you must know, they got bumped from the playoffs from the second round, which was the divisional series, the best of 5. They did not get swept, and that was my concern because these games were just not looking good. Game 1 was 6-1. At one point, game 2 was 10-2.
Let me give you a curveball to hit it out of the park right now.
I'm gonna try.
Give you a curveball. How did the Mets do?
You know, when we were prepping, we were talking about that. And we played 7 more games than the Mets. So
That's already a successful season.
We played 2 rounds of baseball, and then the Mets were getting ready for us. They were setting up the kitchen and setting up the popcorn because we ended up having to sit on the couch with them. But they were prepping the kitchen. They were prepping the meals. Right.
So you came to a hot meal. They had to prepare it.
They had to prepare everything. Yes, we came to a hot
You
meal.
had a better season than the Mets. Good job.
Funny story, and then we'll move on very quickly. This weekend I was up to Binghamton to go see Livy. And I'm at a rest stop. I'm not wearing this hat. I'm wearing the dark blue one. I'm minding my business, going to the bathroom and do my business, and I see a guy looking at me, and I said, "Oh shit, here we go." So I see him looking at me, and I gave him a nod, and he gave me a nod, and he goes, and I quote, "You got the nerve to wear that hat after the week they had?" And I said, with a smile, but with a firm smile, with pride, sir. And he said, I know. And I went, no, you don't, because you had to ask, so you don't know. With pride, sir. With pride.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. I'm gonna give you a little
You got it. You got it.
Normally for moments like this, somebody will get a call to bring on the violent. No violence for that.
Nah, no violent. Because you know what, your chest up. You're not cowering in defeat.
That was a I don't know Miss Serena's husband's name, but that was my moment to stay in your lane, sir. You don't know what this is. Stay in your lane.
You all week you just waiting for this opportunity to drop that, right?
Yeah. Stay in your lane, sir. Or the with pride.
Guess what, Johnny? We may have to be pulling out the violence soon, because as we go back to international break, looks like Trinidad and Tobago will be watching the World Cup from home, or we'll be the only way we'll be going to see anything in the United States is probably buying a ticket and going and watch the game in a stadium. Just look like we'll be taking part in this World Cup.
I am delusionally optimistic. So as far as I'm concerned, until there's 0% chance, there's still a chance. And so all we need is Curacao and Jamaica to draw. We also just need Bermuda to beat Curacao, and we just need to beat Jamaica and beat. It's like that's all in the realms of possibility. Nothing there is impossible, right?
No. How many people? They play on the same field, right?
Yeah, 11 versus 11. Like
11 on the same field. We play with the same ball.
Why can't it happen? Look, Curacao beat Jamaica, and they couldn't beat us twice. I don't see anything here that says that nothing is impossible. Come on. I am delusionally optimistic, and when we make the playoff, because we won't win the group, when we make the playoff, I will be here saying, I told you so. And if we don't, we just won't mention it ever again.
The difference between me and Jordan as father and son is that he took the delusional optimism from me. I am just of the age to understand reality. He ain't there yet.
That is fandom.
When I was your age, I would have been like, yeah. For me, that could be this out.
We have a chance. We have a chance.
We still had a chance until it's done.
And if this one loses, and if this one's flights get delayed, and if this one misses, they have to forfeit.
That's all we need.
You know, if this one here, all you got to do is get two yellow cards, and he gone. That's it.
You never know. Get 2 yellow cards. What? You know what we saw? You know what we song like right now? Honestly, you know what we song like right now?
Next
Arsenal fans last year.
Arsenal.
Yo, listen. They were like, hey, Liverpool could get injured. Liverpool players could get injured. Van Dijk could get injured. Arsenal could get injured. If they lose Salah, they won't get us goals. It's not gonna happen. They actually bank their hopes on winning on Liverpool players getting injured.
I think
why can't we do that?
I think this world is infiltrating my Yankee mind and my professional sports mind in America, because as I'm going through my feed, all I see is, well, next year, crap. Let's talk about this next year. Meaning, next year, we're going to have the best rotation in baseball. We've got Cole coming back, and we've got Schlittler, and we've got Fried, and Rodon, and Luis Hill. And then, if we trade Spencer Jones and Dominguez, we can get back Shohei Ohtani, and then we can go out there and sign. I'm like, wow, it's like pulling back it's like, we're a little delusional. Yankee fans, we a little cooked out a little bit here.
Yeah,
and I blame y'all for it. I blame y'all for it.
Hey, I think to be a sports fan.
You think what?
No, I would just say, I think being a sports fan, it has to have a level of delusion. Like, you can't be a sports fan and be realistic at all times. You have to be delusional at some point. There's a chance. There's a
There's
chance.
a point there. There is a
There's
point
there's
there. He has a point.
there's a level. There's a level. There's a level. There are levels to it. So yes, I think I mean, I understand the optimism, son. I share it to a level, to an extent, but I think I will save up my little
We'll
money
be
to buy
here.
a little ticket to see my football here, because I don't think I'll
We'll
be
be
singing
here
national.
next international break, November. Mark it on your calendars. Trinidad made the playoffs. We're not winning the group. We're not that good. But a bunch of things going to happen in our favor because I'm going to light 3 black candle and I'm going to say my prayers and we will say two Sam and we will see what we can do after that.
Which two? Which two?
No, just
Nah,
pick two,
I
Sam.
can't disclose that information. We know.
Classified information, boy. Classified
There's
information.
137 of them. Just pick two.
Like, it's classified information, but you can't tell you which two. Otherwise,
How?
somebody say which two, right?
Yeah.
And this is the world's best podcast, the biggest podcast, right? And the Jamaicans or the Croatians, wait, what you call people from Curacao? Curaçaoian?
Curacao. I don't know.
That's Andrew Jones. I don't know. Curaçaoian.
Yo,
Let's look
yo,
that
hold
up.
on.
Curaçaoian.
Hold on.
That sounds wrong. So wrong.
Hey,
That
Dave.
is raw.
Hey, Dave. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Right. Yeah. Hey, Dave. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, Dave. How do you call people from Curacao?
Hey there. So, folks from Curacao are usually called Curaçaoans. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's the common term.
Curaçaoans.
Not that far off from what
Thanks,
we
buddy.
said. Not that far.
Curaçaoans.
We said Curaçaoians. Not that far off from what we said.
So why can't it be Curaçaoian?
Curaçaoans.
Because Dave said it's Curaçaoans. Speaking of fandom, Richard, remember what we talked about with the game and my superstitious moment?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you this, Jordan, and then we'll move on real quick.
Mhm.
So game 3, game
Mhm.
3. Yankees are down 2-0. Game 3, they're losing 6-1. I'm getting annoyed. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm
About to
walking-
get swept.
right.
Let me stop. Let me stop for 1 second. Jordan, the Yankees didn't win because of your uncle. Go ahead.
Okay.
It was his fault. Go ahead.
This might be a
Go ahead.
violin moment, but let me tell the story. You'll decide as
Go
we
ahead.
go along. So it's at 6-3 at one point, and I'm getting
Right.
annoyed, and it's late in the game, and I'm like, they're ticking me off. I'm taking the dog. We're going outside. I go outside. I walk around. I bring my phone with me. I check the update on the phone. Ooh, Judge hit a home run at 6-6. All right, feeling good. Run back home with the dog. He ain't finished. I'm just dragging the dog back home in the house. And then they end up winning 7-6. Okay, boom. That was game
Right.
3. Game 4, which is the one they ended up losing. Game 4, they fall behind again. Now it's 6-4-1. It's 4-1.
Mhm.
And they're threatening. They got first and second or something like that. Nobody out. Trent Grisham is up. And I'm like, I got to go outside. This is what happened yesterday. And they hit a 3-1. I got to go outside. Put my hat, put my sweatshirts on. I go outside for a walk. I bring my phone with me. I have never done that in my life.
Wait. But did you go with the dog?
I hate you.
You didn't go with the dog?
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much.
I hate you,
Great
Jordan.
minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
You didn't
Great
go with
minds
the
think alike. And
You have
Jordan,
to do it exactly as he did.
Exactly.
You have to do it
Remember-
exactly as he did.
Yankee boy,
That-
what did I tell you?
You said the same thing. I didn't bring the dog.
You have to take the dog. You have to take the dog
Yeah,
with you.
But
It has to be the same.
I'm going outside. I
If-
gotta do this
you
again.
have-
If it was a bad day, you had to wear the same clothes too.
You have to wear the
It
same
had to be the-
clothes. You have to do
Yeah.
I
exactly.
actually did have on the same clothes. I had I had a sweatshirt on. It was the same sweatshirt.
I didn't pick up the dog.
Because
Yeah.
you know why? Because we had just come from outside. We had just
It
come from outside.
doesn't matter.
He don't care.
You have-
He don't care. He
You
will be
have
happy to
do
go outside
the
again.
Same thing you did the day before. You have to take the dog outside.
So it's my
I
fault.
know.
Yankees lost the series.
Yeah,
I think when you walk back in the house and Lincoln probably is like,
Play the violin.
nah, you ain't gonna violence. You ain't gonna
No,
violence.
I have to say something to my Yankee people. I have to talk to them.
Yeah.
The man called me violent, gave me violent.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. We didn't set up because we wasn't going there. But I don't find, make sure I
So be
find the
brief.
violence.
Let me talk to them. This is Yankee
Talk
to
to them.
Yankee.
All right, make sure we had the right music. Eh?
Gotta bite
I
this
can't believe.
Yankees, Bombers, Bleacher Creatures, Bronx BX crew, 161st crew. I didn't follow the superstition properly. I had it, but I didn't bring the dog the second time around. And then when I looked on the scoreboard, he popped out. I thought I had the superstition. On point. I'm sorry. My brother and my nephew says I cost the series. So to Boone,
Because yeah, it's your fault.
Mr.
It's
Cashman,
your fault.
to the
was a
Steinbrenner
chance.
family, to the
You
whole
had a
roster.
chance.
My bad. Mea culpa. It's my, what's the phrase? Damn it. What is the phrase? It's my,
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
Child,
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry
we'll
about
get
it.
that to the end, but this is
Yeah.
my mea culpa. I apologize.
All right, back
Carry
to some
on.
serious thing now. Yeah.
Damn it.
I can't believe you left the dog.
tried.
Yo, that's the
I-
conversation we had. The minute
I
you told me, I
can't
was like, "Did you take the dog?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Yo,
I didn't
that's
know-
way off."
It was even more doable than the six. It was what the first time was 6-1?
6-3.
6-1?
6-3.
6-3.
6-3, yeah.
And this one was 4-1.
Yeah.
This
Same
was
thing.
this was more doable, you know. You
Same
had
thing,
it
Yeah,
was in
but
the palm of your hand,
dude,
and you.
if
leave the dog
I
home.
watch a game, and that game the day before we are watching this room, we lost. The next
You'll
game,
never watch.
I
you'll
never watch that
watch
game
it.
there. You can't watch that game there. You're mad.
You know what? You know many times I miss a game, and then see that we lost, and I blame myself. Like, you know,
Yes,
every time
it's
I miss a game,
it's my fault.
it's my fault. I didn't watch the game, and
I
I knew if I
didn't-
watch a game,
I didn't
Would I
turn my
win?
pants around in time. I should have turned my pants around the first time when I thought about it. If I had done it then, Origi would have scored a goal.
If the gods were for me, why didn't the dog bark to tell me he won't go outside?
The dog is an idiot.
He's not an
End of
idiot. He's
story.
probably a Toronto fan.
That makes him an idiot.
Wait. So you want the baseball gods? You want the baseball gods to lead you to water and make you drink? They already gave you the recipe.
They showed it to you the night
They
before.
told you what
Correct.
to do. You got the answer.
I think I acted in haste. I didn't get everything together.
Yes.
I acted
Now you
in
know.
haste. I was
Now
so
you know what
excited.
you need to do. So, anyway,
Yes.
Yankee Boy,
Yes.
you setting us up this week.
I'm setting us up this week. So we're talking about this fandom and we're talking about our allegiance to fans. And, you know, with the joy of watching a World's Championship club also comes the pain of following your club and having moments where you feel like your heart was ripped out from your spleen, to feel like where your gut was ripped out from your intestines. And it was a great, you know, this Yankees know the day. I don't even have to say the year. I'm going to ask you as a Yankee fan party people out there, you know the year. What's our most devastating year? I don't even have to say it. You know the year. You know the answer. So we talk about that because Richard has a story, because Jordan has a story. And later on today, we're going to have a guest that's going to talk about the ultimate.
Jordan rebooting.
He's
He
rebooting.
come-
Yeah.
he
We're
come
gonna
back,
have a
back.
guest on talking about the ultimate gut-wrenching moment in sport, in football.
So talk about your moment quick, so we can set up the context of it.
So it's 2004. Picture it. It's the Yankees against your rival Red Sox. You are up 3-0 in a best-of-7 series, and all you have to do is win one game. All you have to do is win one game. Just one game. One game. All you have to do is win one game. You have 4 chances to win one game. And hence, that is when devastation starts. And to this day, we have no idea what happened. Ask a Yankee fan. We have no idea how we blew that 3-0 series against our rival Boston Red Sox. And to
So
this, mhm,
yeah, no. So we spoke about it, of course, and there are a couple games that we looked at because we're looking at. Because the question actually you posed to us was, what do we have any games that's similar to that? That
right.
we had that similar thing, right?
Mhm.
And a couple came to mind. Like I could speak to AC Milan versus Liverpool Champions League final 2005.
Yeah,
Now
I think that's
Liverpool as a
probably the closest
yeah, because
directly
Liverpool
as a final.
right. So just a real quick Liverpool um at that stage Liverpool wasn't any sort of world beater or anything.
Hmm.
But we always do good in Europe. We do well in Europe, and we end up at Champions League final playing AC Milan. That AC Milan team, which um was my second favorite team in the world. I always love AC Milan. They were playing Liverpool, and it was a team of all stars. Like we had no business even on the field against that team. I I ran away from work to go home to watch that game. I was in Israel at the time, and I went there to just watch a football match. Of course, my heart would have been with Liverpool, but I would have been okay with AC Milan winning that game. That's how much I like AC Milan, and I understood the strength of the team. Halftime, they were down 3-0. Liverpool were down 3-0. We were exposed all over the place. And at that stage, a switch went off in me, and it's like, nah, Liverpool can't go down
Yeah,
like this. It's
Hermé
like,
told me about that.
not that I expected them to win, eh? I was like, we should
They
just
can't
put
lose
up a
like
show
this.
here. We can't lose like this. I'll take a 3-2 defeat, not 3-0. Oh, yeah, we won that game on penalty kicks. It was a ridiculous game. Was yours, Jordy?
Well, for me, it had to be the PSG Barcelona game where the first leg we were down 4-0 to PSG, completely outplayed in that first leg, and at the time we were supposed to be like the best team in the world. We had Neymar, Messi, Suarez, still had the midfield in terms of Busquets and Iniesta. I think at the time was Rakitic. Still had a pretty solid defense, not the greatest, but with the attack we had, we should be able to help with any deficiency defense had. Lost the first leg 4-0 and came to the second leg knowing we needed to win 5-0 because we needed to win 5-0 one and also make sure they don't score. We went 3-0 up, I believe, in the first half, and midway through the second half they scored one. And because it was an away goal, we now needed to score 6 goals instead of 5 because we needed to outscore them and because we couldn't be level on points, because level on points mean they go through because they have an away goal. And at the 87th minute, 3-1 still, we need 3 goals to win the game, and it's like all hope is lost. And Neymar just took the game on his shoulders and said, we're not losing this game. And Neymar scored a penalty, Neymar scored a free kick, and then Neymar gave the assist for the final goal. Like, as much as the image of the game, the most iconic image of the game was Messi in the crowd celebrating. That game was Neymar, and that's the closest I could think of, like with my team in a comeback. Yeah.
But you were we were on the achieving end of those. We did it to other people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lamar is talking about it was done to him. So
I experienced the other side.
Oh yeah, yes, thank you.
Again, with
Liverpool here, with Liverpool. So,
I also experienced that a similar
Liverpool,
situation where we went 3-0 up against Liverpool, Barcelona. We played Liverpool at home and we beat them 3-0. Messi scored one of the greatest free kicks ever in his career. And
by the way, you know he moved the ball, right? You know he had moved the ball.
Okay, he still scored though. You talk about what you think I'm gonna be up. You won the second leg anyway. Anyway, hey, watch me. You take any chances again. Once your ref don't see it, you take your chance, right?
Your point.
Hand of God.
One. I remember we won the first leg 3-0, and I remember right after I called that, and I was like, I was talking real greasy. I tell him all kind of thing. I was like, yeah, this. What tell you about this side? What tell you about Messi? Thing. And he was so calm on the phone because there was a chance at the end of the game where we had the opportunity to go 4-0 up and we missed the chance. And he was calm on the phone, just losing 3-0, and he was like, you're coming to Anfield. Don't worry. I said, you see that fourth goal you miss? I think you're gonna regret that. And I was like, why you gonna regret? We're 3-0 up. Even if we go to Anfield and lose, I sure we could score one goal because the away goals were still important then. And that game was one of the worst games I ever experienced as a Barcelona fan.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best I ever experienced as a Liverpool fan.
because even with the bad one, like we know about the A2 Bayern, like that one was bad, but it was so comical where I laughed at that game. The 4-0 to Liverpool, I was sweating the entire time because all we needed was one goal. We just needed one goal. Even at 4-0, we just needed one goal. And we couldn't score that one goal. So we lost the game 4-0. Liverpool came back, and the reason why that game also hurt so much because at that point Messi, it was probably one of Messi's best individual season, where not necessarily in terms of numbers, but in terms of the impact for the team. Because at the time, the team itself wasn't the best team in the world at that point. It was literally Messi and the rest, and Messi would start the attacks and end the attacks. He was doing everything, and even the first leg that we beat Liverpool, you take Messi out of that game, we don't win that game either. So he was just so pivotal for us that season, and for everything to just collapse at that moment where even in the game that we lost, he was still the best player for us. He was still one of the best players on the field, and still the rest of the players just couldn't help him. So that was my my experience on the other end.
So what we zeroed in on, and we spoke about it, and we came up to one that is dear to both of us that we think kind of captures exactly how you would feel given the status of these two teams in their respective sports. Was the 7-1 Brazil versus Germany World Cup semifinals in 2014. That was rough. As a Brazil fan, a huge Brazil fan, it hit like me. Like I was playing there and I lost. That's how big it was. Not just the defeat, the margin of the defeat, the shock. So we decided we're going to speak about this. And in the conversation, it came to mind that, hey, I have a really cool friend who I used to work with that is Brazilian, and he just moved to Brazil. He's a football fan, also a Barcelona fan. And we were like, what if we could get him to come share what emotionally it felt like for him? Because I never spoke to a Brazilian about this. So we have a conversation that we're going to share with you guys now that we did with my good friend Jonathan, who is in Brazil, to speak about this game in particular and how it compares to the 4-3 Yankee defeat to Boston back in 2004. Lamar, don't need to shake your head.
20 years later, I'm still... I can't even say it without shaking my head. You can't even bring it up without shaking my head. Billy Crystal was on a documentary, and he was sitting next to a Red Sox fan, and the Red Sox fan was talking about 03 with Aaron Boone's home run, and he was like, I can't think of a series that was more devastating to lose. And Billy Crystal was like, what? What about that?
That's the Netflix documentary?
Yes.
That was really good. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, I had something I had to check out. All right.
Yeah, it's a really good story. So, but I'm just saying this. Like, I mean, I like the Yankees. I follow the Yankees because of you, Lamar. Like, I'm all Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan. But I'm not as attached to it as you. But as a sports fan, I could pull back a bit and watch this and like, that's a really cool story. That 04 story is a really like they winning that. There's a piece of me that enjoyed it. It's like as a sports fan, as a sports fan, as a sports fan.
Your brother doesn't agree. He absolutely
Not,
does
and
not agree.
he's right not to, because it's like me and feeling good that Manchester United did a treble. What? You're mad? No, I'm not supposed to feel good about that at all. But
I understand the sentiment, because I could also feel the same way about Liverpool, because again, because of Liverpool, I also follow Liverpool because of you,
Right.
and so I have that little bit. I have a little bit of a piece of Liverpool in my heart. So while it was heart-wrenching to see my side lose like that, I also was able to, like, I was happy for Liverpool too, because how they did it.
Father finally get to win a trophy.
No, not just that. It's like what they did in that second leg, and that galvanized they did, and said we not going to let this happen again. It was great. I remembered being very proud of Liverpool, because it was just like they did everything right, and is the better side one.
That's one of my favorite moments as a fan. But anyway, without further ado, let's check out this conversation, and we'll see you guys on the other side. So we had the 6-1. We had the Barcelona Liverpool. That was real. We had AC Milan. In terms of a final, AC Milan Liverpool was a similar one, and everybody know about those games. But we thought about it, and we realized, like, nah, I think Brazil Germany in 2014, that takes it all for everybody. I think. Now, Jordan and myself are Brazilian fans, so we remember that game. Now, you had a period of at least how much games? Like 10 days between the 7 games. About 10 games, 10 days, right? Because they will play back to back. Yankee series. You'll have back to backs, right? So you had like 10 days between the 7 games with Boston.
About that, yeah. Because there's one day off, another day off.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they do some back to backs. Right.
Yes.
This was on one day. 1 day, 90 minutes, where Brazil is walking into a World Cup where they are clear favorites to win because they're home and they're Brazil. Brazil walks into a World Cup, every World Cup being the favorites to win. That's just what it is. This time they're home. This time they're home. They're double favorites because they're home, right? Yet they play in Germany. And what unfolded, I think I called you right after it happened, Lamar. I think I would have called you just after it happened. Like, this shit just went down. Because we're still trying to put together what happened. Fortunately for me, I have a friend, Jonathan, who is a football fan. I have not spoken to any Brazilian. Never spoke to a Brazilian about that day until now. Jonathan, give me
welcome.
The floor is yours, and welcome, sir. And might I add that it's a very nice stadium in the back there. You picked the right place to live, right behind the stadium. Very cool. Nice view.
The stadium
location.
I wish, man. I wish. I'm in Brazil now. I couldn't convince my wife to live in Belo Horizonte, which is where this tragedy happened, and it's also where I'm from. I'm not from Belo Horizonte, but that's the state I'm from. And my team plays there. My team at Atlético Mineiro plays there. But she wanted to be near the beach. There's no beach in Belo Horizonte. But
nice.
Yeah, I know. We're close enough that I'm gonna go up there quite a lot to see some games. But I thought, hey, let me put the scene of the crime in the background here. It's a beautiful stadium. It's a historic stadium. And that day, man, was wild. I'm Brazilian American. I was living in Boston. I grew up, watching the Seleção, the Brazilian national team. I remember 2002 was the first World Cup. I'm a young guy. 1998, I remember seeing the adults around me depressed and feeling sad with our defeat against France, the collapse against France, which is another one. Actually, it's like 7-1. Before the 7-1, it was...
Yeah.
98. And that loss to France. But again, France was a favorite. France was playing at home. You could understand this losing to Emirates at that time, right? But at that point, 2014, man, it was. I was living in Boston. I was working in a youth services nonprofit, and the programming began at like 4:30. And in Brazil time, the game was, I forget what time, but I remember I took a lunch break a little later and went down to the bar down the street. No drinking, but I went down to the bar down the street. And I was like, I gotta go do something.
I don't think. Listen, John, I don't think your former employers will be watching this podcast. So you're
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
If it was
Yeah,
okay,
it's
you're
fine.
okay.
It's fine. If you
Alright.
took a drink,
You're
it's
safe.
fine. It's
You're
fine.
safe. You're safe. Yeah.
But I remember, you know,
I'm
I had
sure
to-
you wanted to drink. I'm sure you wanted to
I
drink.
did. After the third goal, I definitely did. I don't remember if I did now that I think about it. But you know, it's so sad that in the US we just don't stop the whole country to watch these games, because this was an epic game that anywhere else in the world would have been stopped, and there's no work, you know. But here I was taking a lunch break, watching the game down the bar down the street, and I'm watching this game. Everybody's glued to the TV, and the first goal happens, and I'm like, shoot, okay, we could turn this around. I mean, mind you, the context of this game, Lamar, is that we lost two of our best players before this.
Yes.
The best player in the world after Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, the one and only Neymar Jr., who now is like still playing, but the guy, he's checked out.
Not
But
the
back
same.
then,
Not the same.
2014, he was one of the best players in the world, hands down. And the reason we made it that far, because Brazil was not playing well this World Cup. The country was in the middle of a political unrest too, protests in the stadium before the World Cup, and so Brazil was not doing so well inside and outside the context of this game. Our team was not the best ever. 2006 was probably our best team before then. 2010 was a great team. 2014, I was looking at the starting lineup today. Who the hell is Dante, man? Like,
Remember Fred? Remember Fred? We had Fred started. Who is Fred?
Wait, pause. You had somebody in your lineup named Fred?
Fred. Yes.
All my Brazilian players is Ronaldinho, Mario, and all these classic names.
Yes.
Good name Fred.
Fred. Can we get a Fred jersey?
Guys,
I want that jersey, just cause.
and he's in Brazil, and in the clubs that he played with, he was a great scorer. He played in Lyon for a long time, made tons of goals here in Brazil. He's an idol of many teams, but he did not do so well that World Cup. I think he scored like 2 goals or 1 goal.
Yeah.
By the way, until that point, so you got the group stage, you got the round of 16, which we almost went out to Chile and had to win penalties in Colombia. Yeah.
And was it that game or the other game they cried?
No, was that game? Was the Chile game they cried?
The Chile game they cried, yeah.
Yeah, they cried in the Chile
Oh,
game.
you guys
cried when they won. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that made the news too? Okay, yeah. It was a big deal in Brazil too that they saw that. It was clearly this team was emotionally unstable, you know?
Yeah.
And so, and everybody knew it. And so the fact that we got to the semifinal felt like, oh, shoot, okay, it's one game and we're in the final and anything can happen. And we've beaten Germany before. Germany has had 3 World Cups at that point. We had 5. Like, we're Brazil. Look at these stars. We still got 5. And we're going to be, you know, in any given day, we can beat any given team, even with the trash team that we had. Which even Dante, I made fun of him, but he had just won Champions League with Bayern like a year or 2 before. And so, like, the team was full of folks that were champions in their own leagues and stuff, but it wasn't the best. So we get to the semifinal kind of by crawling there. The round of 16, the quarterfinal, the people who scored were all defenders. David Luiz scored both of those games. And we get to the semifinal against Germany, who was clearly the better team. Germany was in a resurgence period, if you remember. They had struggled the World Cup before. No one really gave them much belief, but they came in roaring in this World Cup. They were wearing. Y'all remember the iconic German jersey? It was red and black for the first time.
Yep.
You know why? You know why?
No,
It was an inspiration on the Brazilian club team Flamengo. So they took the colors.
Really?
Yeah. So they took the colors of the Yankees of Brazil, the biggest, most popular team here, and they took it as like a little like homage to the World Cup.
So the German team, the German national team had on the colors of one of Brazil's like legendary teams.
Yeah, red and black.
As homage to them.
Yeah.
Homage?
That's
like homage? Oh, we gonna bust y'all ass.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bit of both. It could be a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
And German folks, like, we can't even hate on them because throughout the World Cup, they were very well received. Brazilians really enjoyed the German national team.
Yeah.
And all the stories are like they're so respectful in our country. Even during the game, the story. So, getting to the game now. It was 5-0 before the first half ended. 5-0. There was 3 goals in 4 minutes in the first half.
It was historic.
So like every time you turn, so everywhere you turned, there was just a goal. Turn around, so snap, a goal.
Let me tell you this.
Literally.
It took me like 5 years to look at the highlights of that game.
Same.
I've never done it. I've never done it.
I had to go back.
I've never watched it
and rewatch it because I had blocked it out of my mind.
I didn't watch it for this. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it for this.
I never watched
I didn't watch it.
Wow.
I just all I remember is David Luiz. That's all I can remember. David Luiz. Just everywhere.
I watched I watched Boston clinch in 04 on the stadium floor, the field. I don't know why. Richard was like, "I'll watch it with you. I'll sit with you." He calls me up. You good? I'm like, "I'm devastated. I don't understand."
I was in Cleveland. I was in Cleveland at the time.
It was just an air dead conversation. I got nothing to say. I'm just like, I haven't watched it since. But I did watch it live. That hurt. That was hurtful. Mm-hmm.
So, Jonathan, let me ask, like, was there, like, what was the point when you said, nah, that is it. We ain't coming back? Because at 3-0, I still had hope.
No, after the third one, it was over. Like, the first one, okay, like, crazy, like, bad marking on a corner kick. The second one, another ridiculously juvenile man marking mistake. After the third one, it was clear the guys were emotionally gone. And man, it was 5-0 in the first half. And the story goes that in the Germans during halftime were like, all right, let's hold back a little bit out of respect. We're playing their country. Yeah. And the story goes that, remember Schürrle?
Adrian Schürrle, yeah.
Yeah.
I hated him.
He came in the second half and he said, now that I'm coming in, y'all want to hold back? I'm not holding back. And he went on. He scored 2 more goals. He scored 2. Yeah, scored 2 more goals.
No, because they wanted to be respectful. They wanted to be respectful. It was like, yo, we are killing them. Let's not do this. Let's not do this to Brazil at home.
Screw you guys. Nah. I want mine. I want mine.
Yeah.
I want to be part of this.
And it's clear that they did hold back in the second
half.
It
could have been worse.
And I was looking at the highlights. I thought Brazil had scored one, I think, somewhere in the middle there. No, they scored in the end, like clearly
right in the end. Like 80 something minutes. Oscar scored one.
I remember who was it who scored?
Oscar,
and he grabbed the ball and ran out.
Yeah, it's like leave it.
He ran.
Leave it there.
Ran. Let's go, guys. Only 6 more. Let's go.
So I got a quick
6 minutes, 6 goals.
How quiet was the stadium? What was the vibe wherever you were watching? If you were having lunch and people like, what was that vibe? Was it just a steady decline of hope, just fizzing out like a flat tire, just lit, or was it just all in one fell swoop?
it was just astonishment because it was so quick goals.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2 goals
Yeah,
in
yeah.
4 minutes. It was 4-0, but very quickly. And it was just like complete surrender. So people were like, what am I watching? Like eyes bulging. Like, how is this happening? I know Neymar's not here. I know Thiago Silva's the other. He's the
Thiago
defender.
Silva, yeah.
He was suspended that game.
Mm.
And both those players, I guess they were the backbone of the team because the team absolutely collapsed without them. And it was just astonishment in the stadium. If you watch the highlights, half the highlights are of Brazilian fans just crying, complete shock,
Yeah.
silence.
We could look at it and laugh though, dude. It was terrible.
It was
It
bad.
was
It was terrible.
And I remember being so angry at Thiago Silva because the yellow card that got him suspended was so unnecessary.
Dumbest yellow card
It was
ever,
so
man.
unnecessary, and I still believe if he was there, and I can't say we would have won, but I don't think the loss would have been that bad because he was like the general in the defense. He would organize the defense and make sure everything goes well. David Luiz was the I go in and try to clean up the men out there. I go in and try to destroy, and if I miss, Thiago Silva is behind. He could clean up.
Mhm.
When there's nobody behind to clean up, he is just.
Yeah.
David Luiz went crazy.
David Luiz
He-
never
yeah.
stopped doing what he did. He just continued
Yeah.
doing it. I would just do what I do. and,
Yeah.
and they whistle
And
everything
this-
out.
There was just acres of space in the Brazilian defense.
So
So
much.
like they were just walking through like 2 passes and it's like in front of goal. It's like, what is happening? I just remembered laughing. I think either after the third or fourth goal, I just had to laugh. I was like, this could never be real life. This is not real life. I'm sleeping. This is not happening.
That
I
was
just had to
me.
laugh.
Johnny Damon hit a grand slam, and I was like, "What is happening?" I think the whole crowd was like, "What is happening?" Right? This is not.
Wait, he hit 2 home runs because he had a leadoff home run.
Yes, and then in the third
Right.
inning, he hit a grand
He hit the
slam.
grand
and that-
slam, right?
The grand slam
yeah.
done it. We were like, "Wait, we're gonna lose? We're gonna lose this?" Oh, a bunch of words. You know,
And the other part I just remember was what was the another shock for Brazil because they were playing at home and they had a chance to I don't know, make up for what happened in 1950 with Uruguay in 1950. They lost the World Cup at home in 1950 under similar emotions. So they had this World Cup was all about we need to make up for what happened in 1950.
Yeah,
And
that
they
pressure
shit
was
the bed.
so-
They wet
that
the
pressure
bed.
was felt.
they
throughout.
met the bed.
If this was
Met the bed.
Yeah, the met the bed. If it was, I think the 2006 or even 2010 at home, I think it would have been a better showing. But that
Yeah.
2014 team was literally Neymar and the rest.
Do you think that
Yes,
team
they
had
did.
too much pressure on them that it was a bit unrealistic
Yes,
to think that
they
they
did.
win? But they got
They
so
did.
far, so it's like, yo, they could pull this off. But then reality hit
Mhm.
because you said Jonathan earlier, you were like, they're a little unstable. This one's always fussing. This one's always crying. So like,
was
it
a lot.
wasn't,
They had a
traditional
lot of
Brazil.
pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
So
had a lot of
they came into the World Cup though. Like they won a Confederations Cup against the
Spain.
Was it Spain?
Spain. They beat
I
Spain.
think it was Spain. Yeah, it was
in
Spain. I
final,
remember
yeah.
Spain.
They beat Spain in the
Yeah.
final.
Spain that had just won the World Cup before.
3-0.
A year before the World Cup, a year or a year and a half
Mhm.
before they had won the Confederation Cup in Brazil. And they had played well enough, and people were like, okay, maybe this team can make it. Our manager was the same manager, Luis Felipe Scolari, Filipão, Big Phil, that won in 2002. Now this guy is no Guardiola. He's not known for innovative tactics. Okay. But he was a well-respected manager. He was doing this double team with the other Brazilian winning manager, Barrela from '94, and so we were like, okay, 2 Brazilian national team winning managers, for the Brazil World Cup, they're gonna figure it out. Yeah, Brazil is not that strong this year, but like I said, it's Brazil, and we can, out of the pride, we're gonna show up. We have Neymar. And so I think that was the whole vibe, and the pressure was definitely on from the media, from the fans. Brazilians are very, very demanding. national team
Mhm.
folks, right? And I think the story from there, y'all, from 2014 on, I think nationally, folks kind of just raised their hands on the national team. Like the interest,
Really?
like still go hard on World Cup and watch and stuff, but in the between periods, there's so much critique of like no heart in it. Who are these players? They don't care about the national team. That folks, if I were to tell you the vibe of like caring about the national team, and this is worldwide, but here in Brazil, probably the most fall off has been probably in Brazil because folks are just disillusioned with the national team. You know?
So how do they feel like about this current Brazil side heading to the World Cup with like a big manager like Ancelotti? What's the general feeling right now?
A little bit more hope because folks are just putting all that Ancelotti will figure something out. But the Confederation was really trying the Argentina 2002 play where like they do everything wrong until like 6 months before and hire a manager. Well, Scaloni had no name, but like hire a manager 6 months before and like hope everything sorts itself out. And we're not going to have Neymar this time. He's, like I said, he's an ex-football player now.
Wait, he done?
No, but he might as well be. He might as well be.
He's still Neymar.
I see him.
Form is temporary.
I see him doing Yu-Gi-Oh card commercials on YouTube. Or when I see him he's playing poker, Warcraft.
Football is a hobby at this point. It's a hobby.
But yeah, so we're not going to have Neymar. We're going to have. They just played Korea in this friendly, and folks
they played well.
5-0.
Yeah,
A lot of new tactics, new ways of doing stuff. But I look at the team and I'm like, it's not. Brazilians have this like now kind of like mythos around that 2006, 2002, 2010 teams that were those guys were like fierce, man. Adriano, like they don't make him like that, like him before. They don't make Ronaldinho Gaúcho. They don't make those kind of players anymore. That kind of like fierceness, the kind of like those guys are like fire in their eyes, and everybody's playing in Europe now, making the big bucks, and like it's like national team second. That's the vibe, at least. They're probably not true.
I understand that. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. And we were talking about this just before you came on. With a defeat like that, is there anything or what do you think could needs to happen that you could say, all right, we at peace with this now?
Win a World Cup.
That's it. You gotta get that extra star. That's it.
2022, Brazil came in much stronger than anybody thought. Like, the games there was real hope in that team. Playing well, and that defeat against Croatia, man, that was also to me like up there with.
What was the name of that guy again? And Man U player who misses the assignment.
Oh gosh, wasn't Fred? I think his name was Fred too.
His name was Fred too. His name was
Fred.
You never have a Fred playing on a Brazilian national team. If your name is not fancy, you cannot play. Don't play. Fred. Lamar Fred. His name was Fred.
That's two Freds.
Yeah, where's Fred playing now? He's in Turkey or something?
I think so. I think
in Russia or Turkey or something.
Russia.
Yeah. Fred, man. Yeah, the team was winning. All you had to do was hold on. 4 minutes left or something.
You just had to stay. Just stay and do your job.
And you could imagine that semifinal, Brazil versus Argentina. That would have been crazy. Because look at what Croatia went on to do. Lie down to Argentina. They just went and they just lie down, lost 3-0 like nothing. It's like
I had my excuses ready to break away from work to watch that game. I had everything lined up. I had like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this. Everything was lined up, set.
It was perfect.
Fred
was set up.
Fred.
Very disappointing, man. That game was fine. But,
I'm just watching Fred.
Another tidbit. So Brazilians now, like that defeat was so traumatic because we don't make sayings like, "Oh, that was my Yankee 2004 moment." Maybe you do. Maybe some people say that in New York all the time, but in Brazil,
no, we don't talk about 04.
Yeah,
we don't talk about it. But if you ask them, they'll tell you. But we don't talk about it.
Time. Brazilians talk about it all the time. Brazilians say like the shortcut to saying like something's a big defeat, something I feel personally defeated at work, I feel personally defeated in my goals. I'm feeling down. People will say, "Meu 7-1." That's my 7-1. You know, it's like.
Wow! Damn, it's real.
It's
Wow!
So it's every time something.
Say the phrase again.
Meu 7-1, my 7-1. You know, it's my 7-1. And so it's in the vocabulary now, and it's never going to go away. People will always know there's no other 7-1. Some other team can lose.
Yeah. No matter.
7-1 is this game, and everybody will know that. And so, yeah, it's in the vocabulary.
That was worth the price of admission for today. Learning that piece, I like that. That was cool.
But last piece though. So winning the World Cup would compensate for that. But what about playing Germany? You beat Germany since then. But how does that feel playing against Germany now? Like, would you feel?
There's no
hate. Would you not feel comfortable until you hit Germany 7?
No, I don't.
Because that's what I would want.
Would that be amazing and epic? Yeah, but I don't think it's the thing that redeems it. Like, but there's no hate between Brazil and Germany like that.
And the reason I also think that is because Germany stopped Argentina from winning a World Cup in Brazil. Because imagine that was a big. I think they forgive Germany. It's like, you know what?
I rooted so hard for Germany the next
Argentina winning a World Cup in Brazil
would have been end of the world.
Worse than 7-1.
Yes.
Just remember the Copa final?
The last one where they won.
Where they won. Imagine, and you know how crazy that went. That was one of the craziest finals. It was barely football. Neymar didn't get to play football. He was just kicked, and one goal sealed it.
So I think we got a good picture here. I don't know which one compares more or less or worse. I mean, I was a casual fan for both. I experienced both. The Brazilian one was funny. Like I was laughing after the fourth goal. I was laughing too. Like it was done after the fourth goal. But I think the Boston one to Lamar. I think I remember with when they pulled Pedro. I was like, yeah, they're not taking any chances. Yeah. Because remember the year before was when Grady didn't pull him.
And that was the big issue. That's what got Grady a little fired. Yeah.
He didn't pull him. And the next year he pulled him. I was like, yeah, this is done. And after the fourth goal, I was like, this is no time to laugh. And I remember just laughing. Like, what are we watching here?
You know what was the hardest part for me? At the time I think I was about 18. So I remember I was supposed to be going to some marching practice. And I was late because I had to finish this game. Because in the second half, my delusion as being 18 is like, Brazil could come back. You know, so I should watch the entire second half. Brazil could come back. I just remembered while watching everything, I watched the entire game and then to go march in practice with a bunch of other 18-year-olds who know I am a Brazilian fan. So that was hell. That was hell. Yeah, I didn't have a good time that day.
I was alone in my hotel room.
Lucky
you. Go back to the office, and I remember I called you. I think you were the only person I called. I called you, Lamar. We spoke about it, and that was it. Because again, I have a bunch of Argentinian fans who was working the same union with me too. So I had to stay low for a little bit.
I had to keep a low profile.
I had to keep low for this guy.
We had a lady at work who was from Boston. I just looked at her from the hallway, across the hallway, and she looked at me like, and I was like, I can't do what I want to do with my hand, but you can imagine what I did. But it was in play. It was in play. We were playing.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't like you.
These things go well. So, Jonathan, thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate this.
Thank you.
And we will be, because he's also
We'll definitely have you again. We'll definitely have
he's
you
also
again.
a Barcelona fan. So we will have him on again. Unfortunately, he was supposed to be here. It might be better that
Maybe after El Clasico.
Yeah, we're doing that thing after El Clasico. So we were supposed to have a German with us. A Trini German was going to be with us. I think it's a good thing that he didn't come, because I think he was coming to Robertson. So.
Hey,
but he will be jealous
I'm
for that.
absolutely cool with that. At this
Yeah.
point,
That all
no
part of
hate.
it. Yeah.
They deserve it.
All right, gentlemen.
Yes.
Thank you, Jonathan. We'll be in touch, man.
Talk
All
soon.
right,
Can't wait
take
to see this live. Bye.
All right.
Later.
All right, guys. We have a new word or a new phrase that we could adopt. I wrote it down. Right? Meal se chow.
Meal se chow. I think it's 3 words. It's 4 words. Meal se chow. Yeah, I probably butchering this pronunciation, but we going with it.
So meal is my. Meal is like
My, yeah.
my, and
Yeah.
Shit is
Set
should be
chow.
7. And
Is my
chow
7.
aum is 1.
Is 2. I think
Meal-
aum. So a is 2 and is 1. Meal se chow.
Meal se chow.
Yeah.
Meal se chow. That's my 7-1.
Yeah,
Man, that's right. I enjoy that. I enjoy that.
well,
And I said, like, this is the first time, like, hearing a Brazilian talk about it.
Yeah, it was cool. And then to just what I would be glad to have him on in further, knowing that we are both Brazil fans. Brazil, how we think they're gonna fare in the World Cup and whatnot. Yeah, I definitely want to talk to Jonathan again.
I'm pretty sure I know Brazil ain't playing one team.
I am delusionally optimistic, and hey, you can imagine if Trinidad get drawn against Brazil in the group stages. Oh my god!
Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh my god!
I
Why
back in
not?
Brazil.
I have said to him many times that especially when Brazil was going through a little poor period of form, and Trinidad had beaten Grenada or some shit. I can't remember, and I was like. Bring on anybody. Bring on Brazil. Bring on Liverpool. I don't care. Trinidad beating anybody right now. Yeah.
No, the worst thing is to have Trinidad win a game and Jordan are wrong. Boy, you will swear we just
win the World Cup. We just need to win a game. I good. You give me a win?
Yeah, give me him now. Like, boy, them fellas can't play me now. Them fellas can't play me. Them boy can't play me now. You see ball?
I know.
You said them fellas knocking it?
I now know how the Tampa Bay Rays feel when they play the Yankees. I get it now. I know how the Chicago White Sox feel when they play the Yankees.
We taking anything.
I get it.
Taking anything.
We could play anybody right now, boy. Should I play anybody right now, boy?
We could play the
beat
Yankees.
some little small side. One little. We could beat everybody right now. We going to World Cup, you know.
All they don't want to hear me if we beat Jamaica, you know. All they don't want to hear me if we beat Jamaica.
They
want to hear me outside. And watch me with that draw against Curacao, and Ellie bring the Trinidad flag in the bar saying that we needed to win. I can't use the draw. The draw is
I was giving you a violin with that. You get a violin coming to celebrate. If you're coaching that Trinidad flag, you get a violin. So I listen. I want you to be right.
All right. You need to believe it in your heart. You need to believe it in your heart.
Nah,
You know what? You know why they don't believe? You know when they don't believe what has happened? They just walk outside without the dog. You didn't believe. You need to believe.
How dare you besmirch the good intentions of my superstitions?
Yeah. We
I don't think you believe.
You didn't believe. You walk out. That man walk outside, boy, and they carry the dog, boy.
From the time he said his story, and he said, "I went for a walk." It didn't say, "I went for a walk with." I was like, something missing from here. Something missing.
It is worth mentioning. Like I said in the beginning of the story, this is the first time I've ever felt the need to follow my superstitions. So it's worth mentioning. I've never followed my. I just sit there and I watch.
Wait. No,
know.
the first time you ever did anything?
Yes.
I needed to understand this now, right? You're gonna end up in another situation where the superstition will work once, and then you're gonna do the same thing and you're gonna lose, and then that's gonna be like, oh, okay. And you're just gonna forget about that. And then the next time something gonna happen again, you're gonna get superstitious the same way, and you're gonna try it again. And the next time you're gonna get through. You'll be like, see, it worked.
I'm not afraid to say this. You know why Brazil, that Brazilian team, why they won the penalty shootout against Chile?
Something tells me you had something to do with it.
I was naked in my bedroom. They win that match because of me. I win that game for them.
You were coming out of the shower and watching the game.
Oh hell no!
Oh God.
Hell no!
I want to hear this. Oh my
so
God.
wait. How we reach there? How we reach there?
I was
there? Like what was it? What was the thought process?
I was fully clothed, watching the game like normal, going from room to room to see where the lock was running, and then we reach extra time. Jersey come off, pants come off, pants went on the wrong side. Them fellas couldn't score. I said to hell with this. Jockey shots.
So wait.
I ain't done yet. Then we reach penalties, boy. I said all for Brooke right now. This will be I have to work today.
You don't have not again. It's not to take off. Everything no, but we're going to take off that point.
No, I was still on that way.
Please tell me you were home alone.
Well, yeah, I was, yeah.
Okay.
But wait.
Okay.
But I have a question. Did you do that when Brazil faced Germany?
Oh hell no!
That's why we lost. That's why we lost. That is why we lost the game.
No.
That is why we lost the game.
Listen, different circumstances. You see, this always gets out. You have to know when to use the Obia. You have to know when to use it and if it will work. You just can't throw Obia out. It ain't gonna work. That game, I tell you, after the 2-0, 3-0 was like, I think I literally said to myself, it had nothing you could do for this game. It had nothing you could do for this.
That takes the cake. My man walked around the house buck naked.
No, I was not as in the bedroom alone, like naked in the bedroom, like willing that game. I had to will that. We couldn't lose.
I need to know the thought process because like the clothes was weighing you down, hence was weighing on the side. So it needed to be free. You needed to be.
You never switch chairs.
Yeah, I did a lot. I walk.
Think about this. You switch chairs in a regular game, right? This is the World Cup. This is a knockout game in the World Cup. All hands on deck. You all in, actually all out. You going?
I just want to know how you celebrated,
boy.
I don't think we need to know. I put
back on my clothes. Don't worry.
I don't think we need to know.
Good.
I'm back on my clothes. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think.
Wait, before we go, let's remember we have the Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
Liverpool Man U on Sunday. This Sunday we have the Liverpool Man U game.
We'll be doing a post-match reaction in a match that I'm putting it out there now that Liverpool has no choice but to win if we want to be the continuing the way we're supposed to be. We have to win that game. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So we're doing our post-match. It'll be coming out like pretty soon after the game. If we don't win or if we don't win that game, I will not be in a good mood.
I would like to share that I have, after much deliberation, I have decided on a team to follow.
Wait.
And I'm watching that team schedule. I'm not going to tell y'all.
Okay. All right.
I'm not telling you. I'm
picked a side.
I have picked the team. I have picked the side. I have picked the supporter. It is official. Yes.
And wait, just to know, the decision came from you reading up on the history of the side, or arbitrary decision?
There's a couple reasons.
All right.
I like their colors.
Okay, fair,
That's one.
fair.
And I have
Fair.
a connection.
Okay,
You have a
okay.
connection.
I have
Okay.
a connection.
You have a connection.
Yes. A
Okay.
sports connection.
You
Not
have a
my
sports
boy
connection.
who works my boy, who knows my boy. Not like that. Not that connection. You know, not a friend of a friend of a friend connection. There's a connection. I'm watching the schedule now, and I see that they're playing this weekend too. So I'm not going to tell you.
But they go,
Oh, but
that,
everybody
that's
playing this weekend.
19 teams. Everybody playing this
Yeah,
weekend.
you just call all of football. You
just narrowed
you
it. I just narrowed it down for you.
everybody.
And they're playing this weekend. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoa.
Yes, they're a team playing this weekend, and I will share that in due time. I'm watching them, and
All right.
one of the next times we come on, the hoodie comes off, and the kit will be on.
All right.
shit.
All right.
shit.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
shit. All right,
All
Yankee
right.
Boy. All right, Yankey Boy.
I'm
So
just-
Debuted it.
Yeah, 'cause,
you
you
hearing
know,
it here, folks?
these bums here. So I got to figure out something else to do with my time.
All right. Well, the NBA season coming up.
You know,
Yeah.
and we
You
know
know
we
what
have
that
to
means.
talk about.
And-
We have to talk
Oh,
about
we
our
get to
favorite
talk
team.
about- look, I'm giddy. I'm giddy. I'm giddy.
The New York Knicks.
Audience of the greatest football podcast in the land, you have not lived until you've seen me and Rich and Trini Kool talk about the New York Knicks. You don't know. Oh, it's on. Oh, it is on like neck
we
bone.
bring it.
It is
We bring it.
on.
We bring in the group chat to the podcast.
Bring in the
bring
group
in the
chat to
group
the
to the
podcast.
podcast.
Bring in the group chat on the internet. Go on the internet.
Oh.
So look out for us this Sunday. We'll share out. I think that'll be a good one. I hope I'll be happy because I'll be so pissed. I actually staying away from church to watch this game. I ain't tell them why I ain't going to church this weekend, but pretty soon they'll find out.
So wait.
I know Jesus gonna tell them, but
You know, if he say from church and they lose this game, he'll never miss
No.
another day at church. He'll
yo,
never miss another day. at church.
yo, seriously, dude,
Think about
yo,
it.
see,
That is
yo,
some shit. You can't miss church. You can't miss church.
I can't lose. I can't miss church. I can't lose Sunday, yo.
Okay.
You can't
You
lose on
have to go
Sunday.
to church.
Yeah, you can't miss church and lose. You had to win.
Can't
You
miss,
had to win.
yo,
You had to win.
yeah, I win. I
Home
win.
team.
I
How do
win.
Well,
you- Honest
Yeah.
question: how do you address the home team, road team when, like, I'm looking at the schedule? It
Mhm.
doesn't say like Liverpool at Manchester. It says Liverpool versus Man U. Who's the home team?
What?
left
no,
side.
What? No. What? Wait. Wait. How you seeing it?
I'm looking in our space here. Kev put it up. Shout out to
Oh
Kev.
yeah. Well for football, usually the side that is listed first in the
Is
the
home-
matchup.
is the home
That's the home
Is
team. So
yeah.
how you seeing there's
Okay.
Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Nottingham Forest is the home team. So it's Liverpool versus Manchester United. Liverpool is at home.
Got it.
I know
Oh.
I know it's the other way around for basketball. I don't know why. But
All
for
sports
us, that's
in
how
the
it
US.
is.
of
All
us,
American
the
sports
team
is
on the
reverse.
right side.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
a question about your team.
My team,
Yes.
yes.
Are they playing at home or away this weekend?
Oh, yeah. They can tell us that.
They're at home.
All right. Well, we could. That's a little narrow down for us. Okay.
Arsenal away. Arsenal playing Fulham.
Yeah, he wouldn't pick Arsenal.
I am
He
not.
wouldn't pick Arsenal.
Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
I am
Big
not
Arsenal.
So I just eliminated Arsenal.
Okay.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, limited Arsenal. Yeah. So all right, cool. We look forward
Okay,
to
where
that.
we go?
Yes.
We waiting to
Look
see.
forward to
We waiting to see.
So, all right, people.
Oh, wait. Call to action.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Hold on. Let me put up the, let me
Pop
get
it,
the thing.
pop a little thing. Pop a little thing. Pop a little thing.
Go ahead, talk.
Right, everybody. Like,
Well,
subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go
Talk-
on all
talk-
our social media pages.
Talk slower. Fine. Talk slower. Talk so fast. Let me see.
Alright,
This
well,
one?
so, yeah. Oh, you want it? You want it
Yeah.
soft and, you want it soft and easy? Hey, everyone,
go ahead.
just hit like, like, subscribe, go on the notification.
Now he sounds like an ASMR.
No, he talk.
Alright,
He sung like
yeah,
that.
we like. Alright, we say it again. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go on our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just search Offside and Outta Bounds. You're sure to find us. Make sure and share, and we'll be back again soon.
And send some money so we could go buy a ticket to go and see football because they look like Trinidad will make it. So we go get some discount.
Yeah, the check, the last check that come in, and
Then
by the mic,
check where by the mic with.
the rest are coming yet. So
Okay, yeah, we need a little money.
yeah, the first check we get, I buy the mic, and we get at Nelson's.
All right, all the tired and all the lame. People, we out. This was
We
good.
out.
All right,
We out.
Offside
7 in
and
the
Outta
book.
Bounds. Check it out again. Number 7
All right.
down. All right, take care.